1, 2, 3.
Prepare yourself. It's that time of the day. The Mighty 1090 Primetime Crossover.
Oh, God, here we go again. Dark alert.
Darren Smith.
I love that guy. He's great.
Scott and BR.
We live for this.
Yes, sir.
The Mighty 1090 Primetime Crossover. Driven by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
255, San Diego sports leader. It's the Mighty 1090. It's that time again. How many more days we got this year for you guys? I am T-minus 5. Does that sound right? I'm probably not saying that the right way. I'm working the remainder of this week and then next Monday. How about you guys?
Let's see. We're working this week, and then I think next Monday, Tuesday.
Oh, Tuesday. Toppers.
And then we're off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Is that Christmas Eve
Yes.
and Christmas Day?
Right.
And then what's the next day after Christmas?
The day after Christmas.
When is that, by the way?
26th.
Oh,
That's a Friday, though, right?
26th.
Is that a Friday? Do we get that day off?
I guess. So we're taking it.
think
I
we
guess
do.
we're off. So
I
that,
think we do.
and then the following week, you're off Monday, Tuesday? The whole week?
Yeah, next Monday's my final day till January 5th.
Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Hey, man.
talk to me.
You've earned it.
Worked hard.
Hey.
Hey.
Somebody here, I don't understand how people here keep records of, like, your vacation days. Because they told me that I have, like, I don't know, 2 or no, 1. I have one left.
One day?
Yeah, that's
That can't be
that's
right.
not
can't
true.
be true.
I've
Somebody
got
here,
like 140 hours.
yeah, somebody here is screwing me over with vacation days. I'm gonna
You
get
know,
to the
you hit
bottom
a
of it.
certain point, apparently. I don't know if this is a California. Should we be talking about this?
Are we on the air?
We're not only on the air, but now
Oh.
we're apparently being filmed for Mighty1090.com. Somebody told me that you cannot accrue more than 200 vacation hours. And that once you hit 200, like you just don't accrue anymore. Like it's just done. You're dormy.
Well,
so
then
to
you better
speak.
take some vacation.
I did. I took a lot, and now I'm at like 140.
Wow.
So I might just take off. If the Chargers don't make the postseason, pal, I just might take off January.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah. Or maybe I'll take off February. February sucks. It does.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Tough month, Billy Ray.
Really?
I think so.
I always like
Wow.
February.
Tough month. at Sports
You're a
Talk
big
Radio.
February guy?
Big Feb guy.
Really?
Yeah.
What's your topic on the table?
Coming up this February. Stay with the show for the winter book tour. Yeah. So what's going on? Let me ask you a question.
Please.
Is today thus far, I want to just make sure I know where I'm coming from because I've only gotten to hear a little bit of the D. Smith show today.
Not where you're coming from, what you're stepping into.
Right. Is the vast majority of Charger fans frustrated with Phillip Rivers? I just want to know if that's the guy.
Yeah, it's interesting because I seem to take a lot of the anti-Rivers
Of course.
rhetoric.
You're the Rivers guy.
I guess.
You're the Rivers guy. We were the Breeze guys. You're
It's
the
about
Rivers
time.
guy.
How could you? You still think he's the MVP? A statement I never made.
Mm-hmm.
I never. You still think he's? At what point do we dump your guy and start going after another one?
Right, he's your guy.
I mean,
It's
is that
okay.
a rational thing to say?
Yes,
after a loss.
No,
I mean, do people out there think that the next Andrew Luck is just gonna appear here? Is that the way it's gonna work?
I guess so.
I mean, is Rivers really the issue? When you look at the way the Chargers have played for the last couple of weeks, they're losing games because of him, or are they losing games? It would be so far down the list for me of things that I think need to be upgraded on this team. It wouldn't even occur to me to waste a ton of time on it. Really, it wouldn't.
Billy Ray is Rivers, the guy that, you think walking into the grocery store today and they go, hey, Billy Ray, it's this guy.
Right.
Is it Rivers?
Nope. It's not a guy that you can name because he's not on the roster. The big running back that you need to be
Right.
able to run the football. And we've been talking about it. You have to have some presence in the backfield that's going to, put a little scare in the hearts of the linebackers and the defensive line. You got to have a guy that can run the football. Mm-hmm. We don't have that guy.
Let's say a hypothetical here. Let's say the two teams before the game traded quarterbacks. Do you think
we
Peyton
do that?
pulls off the win with the Chargers roster, the way it's currently constructed? I mean, I know it's a ridiculous hypothetical, but there's no, to Billy Ray's point, there's no semblance of a running game here. And it's not just yesterday, and it's not just the last 2 weeks, and it's not since Matthews went out against New England. It's all season. They're the worst in the NFL at this. They're the worst per carry average. They're down 40 yards per game from where they were a year ago. That's the big difference last year, this year. Now, it's not to suggest that the quarterback played well. He did play well the last couple of weeks. But my God, of all the things that you could nitpick about, to say let's start over and let's go watch the league. Watch the way all these 20 out of 32 teams in this league would kill to have this quarterback. At least, and I'm probably being modest with that. I think I understand it. He's the quarterback. He gets all the credit when they win.
Yep.
He got all the credit a couple of weeks ago when they beat Baltimore. Okay.
He gets all the blame when they lose.
Yep. But my gosh, to seriously suggest that they need to go out and find a different guy to be the signal caller now, I just think is crazy. Crazy.
All right, so Billy Ray says the guy who's to blame in all this is the guy that doesn't even exist on the roster.
Yes.
And Darren says you can blame a lot of things, but the quarterback who didn't play well is not one of them. He's not. He's still ultimately part of your solution, not part of your problem today.
I don't think you go earlier this year setting an NFL record for efficiency to being replaceable in the span of a month and a half.
Right.
I just don't think that it works that way.
Yeah, so there's more to it, right? I mean, it's not just the quarterback and how well or how poorly he played. And it's not just the lack of Ryan Matthews or a running game. It's more than the running backs, right? Because the offensive line is really suspect, number one. And number two, there is some legitimate criticism, I think, for the offensive coordinator and the play calling.
Yes.
Okay, so all of it. Quarterback's not playing his best. Receivers aren't getting open.
We don't have that big running back.
Don't have the guy to run the ball.
Right.
Don't have the line to open.
Block.
And listen, when push comes to shove, these two teams the last couple of weeks, they've been able to make plays on offense. I know 22, 23 points. It looks like a big win for the defense, and they completely outperformed the offense for the last several weeks. But when the other two teams had to make a play, they made them. They made them the last couple of weeks.
Well, people are going to talk about how good the Chargers' defense is because they did a really great job of holding Manning to field goals rather than touchdowns. But if you really went back and watched the game, and I watched it live, and then I was going back and watching it over again.
You went to the game?
No, I watched it on TV.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I had one of those
Dude.
sit on the couch with your son, eat everything you can possibly get your hands on, complain about how fat you are afterwards, swear you're starting your diet the next day. Like, I had one of those kinds of days. You know?
What do you weigh these days?
Oh, like 350.
Don't get him started.
400.
Yeah.
And just getting fatter by the second. And Burt Grossman on Twitter tells me, why don't you, get off the carbs already?
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow.
What'd
really?
you do about it today?
What did I do about it today?
Yeah, did you work out today?
And Burt Grossman being your dietary consultant.
Oh, I know. It's like, Burt, really?
Please.
Come on, dude. So, anyway, you got me off track. I don't.
It really wasn't important. Hi, Linda.
Hey, how's it going?
What's up?
Linda Welby.
Scott, I still think you look great. I don't think you look overweight.
I'm overweight.
It's a really nice Ralph Lauren sweater.
You
got
hide
today.
it well.
Yes.
Well, I'm wearing this big sweater today.
Yeah.
To make it look like I'm not as fat as I am.
Hide the winter coat underneath.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, me too.
I'm telling you, I'm not really as fat as I think I am. The thing is that I got that stupid freeze procedure done.
Right.
And it was 6-7 months later. I'm not joking around when I tell you defrostation set in.
Right.
And then I all of a sudden had this flabby fat where the guy was supposed to freeze it, but he didn't tell me you had to refreeze it.
Right.
Melted.
Yeah. Yeah, it happens.
Billy Ray got it done.
Freeze it, then you refreeze it.
Well, Billy Ray got it done in a place where you can't see it.
Right.
But I guarantee it's just as sloppy.
What'd you get for the Kardashian?
I don't know. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Anyway, what were you saying?
I don't know.
So you watched the game live and then you went back and watched it.
Listen, there's some problems on this defense. In other words, for all the credit that the defense is getting,
the defense played so well.
Look how great they did. Yeah. Listen, this game, they were getting pulverized, and it was only 9-0. I mean, they were honestly not even in the game, and it was 9-0.
Pretty conservative, John Fox. I mean,
right.
2 times from about 8 inches away.
That game could have been 21-0, and everybody would feel a whole lot different. Oh, the defense did such a great job. Yeah, Melvin Ingram had an impressive sack and some pressure, and Freeney made a couple of guys kind of move, which helped defenders get there in time, and Legit made a play or two. But let me tell you something. Please.
They know what's up.
In fact, you know what? I'll save it for when we get on the air
Okay.
honestly,
we don't want to burn our good material now.
Honestly, Aaron, because I'm going to get fired up, and then what's going to happen is
It'll go
it's
on
gonna,
a rant.
Right.
It'll
and
rant.
The crossover will last 30 minutes rather than the 15 minutes that we get to enjoy
It
together.
is Monday, yeah.
Now, how are we going to film these crossovers if one of us is in one place and the other one's in a different
That's a
place?
good question. Vanessa here, who is operating the camera. Vanessa, when Linda's in the other room.
I'm supposed to be in there. They told me I was supposed to be in
Oh,
there
you're supposed to
today.
be in here?
Wait a minute. So we're just doing everything different?
No, I don't like that.
I'm supposed to be in there
No, I don't
only
like that.
for the crossover.
I don't like that. I want it to be real.
Real.
Oh, you're zooming in? But what
But
about
you
her
can't
audio?
hear me.
Okay, you're going to
they can
overlay
overlay.
the
they're
audio.
overlaying.
Oh, really?
Got
Hey.
some fancy equipment back
I didn't
there,
know that we were
apparently.
we're so
Okay.
multi-platform.
Oh, they can overlay it. Oh, yeah.
God, that's cool.
Okay,
they can.
because I've been cleaning the house all day long, and I said, guys, can you give me a heads up if you're going to do something like this?
Really?
Really?
So you didn't you didn't get dressed for work. You're like,
I
whatever.
did not.
You have dishpan hands?
I have this is my bathroom cleaning outfit.
Oh, you brought germs with you?
Linda.
You brought those germs with you? Oh,
love
Stay
you
in there.
guys.
Just stay in there.
Gross.
Stay right
take a
there.
shower.
Don't you have a maid?
I do, but she's
I
she's not
do,
coming till
but-
Thursday. I had some stuff to take care of.
Was the bathroom a mess?
It's a little sticky, yeah. That's gross. But anyway, I digress. I felt as though I wasn't ready to be in there. And Billy Ray, did they tell you too? Because
Because of the way he dressed.
It's radio, Linda. I always wear a T-shirt.
Billy Ray, is that your
sorry.
bathroom
Was
cleaning
I-
outfit?
Did you scrub any toilets today, Billy Ray?
Are we wearing ties and jackets now? Or what?
I know. We're not going to do that, are
that's your
we?
casual. That's your extreme casual. You wear some nice sports shirts sometimes. You wear some nice tops.
If he has something else to do besides
Sure.
radio.
Nice tops. Sure.
They're nothing like Scott's costumes, but they're
No
close.
costumes.
They're tops.
Yes.
Lovely.
Yeah. So what do you think? Chargers done? Or
No, they're not done.
No?
Here's why.
Okay.
Because we've learned our lesson. You never can call them done. As long as you are mathematically alive and you look at who they're playing and they're winnable, you think, games, and then you look at who the other teams that you're jockeying for position are, and you look at who they're playing, and there's a lot of losable games out there. So yeah, mathematically it can still work out. I would just say this. What is your expectation? If they made it to the playoffs, you've already learned at home they can't play with the Patriots or the Broncos.
Yeah, I don't really have that mindset. I mean, I think once you get in there,
Yeah, roll the dice.
Gronkowski could get hurt.
Yeah, right.
Peyton looks very wobbly. I mean, I think you get in, you just take your chances, and you don't even think that way. I don't.
Right? No,
But
no.
you're
I don't really have that
they
mindset.
don't.
But
No.
it's still the same team that's taking those chances, and that is the team that can't run the football. They can't run the football, and that is a dagger to the heart in the playoffs.
Can I ask a
If you
defensive player's
if
perspective?
you can't run the football when you need to,
Why? What is their deal? What's their problem? Why are they not good at blocking? Do they just not have the right players? Is this 100% because Matthews is unavailable? Like, you're a defensive guy, so you look at the Chargers' offense. What do you see?
they don't
Are
have
they
that
just-
ball
they're just bad
ball
at it?
carrier that can get the yards. Yeah, that can make that running game just flourish out on the field. They can't do that at this point.
Now that's a guy with 10 years of NFL experience
Right.
saying that. Okay, so you got to respect what he's saying and understand that he knows what he's talking about because he was there.
All my defenses that I played on, we had a hard time stopping the run.
Right. So he understands.
Right. You would stop this run, though.
Right.
His resume says that what he says, he's the expert in the room. Okay? But let me vehemently disagree.
Oh, boy.
I don't believe that it's the running backs that are the problem. I believe that the offensive line is a bigger issue, and I think the play calling, in particular in this game, was a bigger issue. I really think that it's okay to criticize a guy. We've talked about McCoy being a second-year head coach and Reich is a first-year offensive coordinator, first-year play caller.
Yeah.
And I think that it's okay to criticize the guy because you know who your guards and center are, and they're not the strength of your offensive line, and these running backs, in my opinion, are not like the guy you're describing, the beat him up through the middle, kind of bruise
the bell
him,
cow, yeah.
the beat him down guy.
Yeah.
So if you know your running backs and you know your line, I think you have to call plays that they can handle. Running between the guard and the center, to me, is a bad idea, given your personnel. Mm-hmm. I think there's some criticism that can be levied against the offensive
It
coordinator.
sounded like it started. You know, there
Being
was a line of
criticism.
questioning today to Mike McCoy that was very, very specifically about Frank Reich. Mm-hmm. So I don't know where that came from. Maybe it's just individual reporter observations, but that was asked
think it's
today,
legit.
which is interesting. Yeah,
I mean, it's legit.
Oh, I don't think it's illegitimate at all. I just wonder, sometimes you wonder where a line of questioning comes from, because that sort of thing gets planted out there from time to time.
But I don't want to. I just want to say I think that there's a problem on this defense that people are not talking about because they want to say,
Size?
look at the score. Is size the problem?
Size matter? Defensive backs?
I think the defensive backs. All right, just hold on.
Go ahead.
Let me.
No.
No.
Indulge me because I have to go someplace.
Let me wait until Darren clears out, takes his notes.
Yes.
Headphones. How do you like this bag you got here? I need a new bag. I promised myself this year for Hanukkah, I'm going to buy myself like a new backpack work bag thing.
It's a good bag.
You're happy with this
You know what
bag?
I like about the bag is you can put the laptop in the back, and it's an actual laptop pocket that protects your laptop.
Is it a backpack or a man purse?
It's a knapsack.
Yeah.
I don't know that answered your question.
No.
It's a backpack.
Knapsack's different.
It is. When I think knapsack, I think more of a
Like a rucksack?
street person. Sort of,
No,
like
no,
a,
no.
Like
That's
a
not like a-
man on the
no.
train tracks.
Like
with a
a-
stick.
Like a pole.
Boxcar
and
Knapsack.
Willie?
Yes,
Yeah.
like Boxcar
like
Willie.
a bandana
that's not a
carrying
knapsack.
your gear? No.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a backpack.
All right. And Hanukkah starts tomorrow, right?
What's the Yes, tomorrow,
Yes.
the 16th.
Maybe
we
you
can
ask.
At
get
16th,
a
perhaps.
menorah in studio.
Perhaps I could get like some Hanukkah music today. My kids are like frustrated. They're like, we don't understand.
Oh, look at this weather.
Everything is Christmas. There's no Hanukkah anywhere.
Oh, that's not true. I'm seeing more and more Hanukkah.
Really? Oh, the Hebrews, we're catching up.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so.
The Hebrew brothers in the house.
Yeah.
So what's going on with the war on Christmas? It doesn't work?
Well, my kids are like, we don't get it. We don't get it. Why is there no Hanukkah representation? So I was trying
It
to
was
buy
right there.
Yeah, I was trying to buy a shirt the other day, like on Amazon. My neighbor came over. He's like, "Look, dude, ugly Hanukkah shirt. You should get one." I'm like, "Okay." He's like, "I'm gonna rock it everywhere."
Aren't they combining
Hebrews.
the two now? Aren't they? What's the word everybody's saying? Krishanika?
Christmas cars.
Something. They're combining the words for probably those two family households.
Christmas for me is,
Right.
is all American. I love Christmas, and my kids are so upset though. They're like, "Why can't we have a Hanukkah bush?" So we have this like fake tree in like the living room, right? Some decorative piece of crap. And my kids took like construction paper, and they made.
Hanukkah bush.
Well, yeah, and so the whole thing is decorated now with
Out of
different colors.
paper?
Yeah, like so instead of lights, it's all construction paper. The different color
Yeah,
construction paper. They
that's
cut
cool.
it, they staple it, and then they wrap the tree with all the different colors. And like, look, oh, that's our Hanukkah bush.
Like a chain, like a little chain.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, that's great.
It's always very important. Who's going to get the last word? What it's going to be about.